Hello and welcome to tonight's sleep story. Before we begin, I invite you to find a comfortable position and take a few deep breaths. Allow yourself to let go of any stress or tension from the day and create a peaceful environment for yourself. You might want to dim the lights, light a candle, or diffuse some essential oils, and make sure you won't be disturbed. Now, close your eyes and imagine yourself in a tranquil place, somewhere you feel safe and calm. It could be a beach, a forest, a mountain, or a cozy room. Picture the details of this place in your mind, the colors, the textures, the sounds, the scents. Let your imagination take you there and allow yourself to fully immerse in the peaceful atmosphere. As you breathe in, imagine that you are inhaling peace and relaxation, and as you breathe out, imagine that you are exhaling stress and tension. Focus on your breath and let it become slower and deeper. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to your breath and your peaceful place. Now, let's do a relaxation exercise to release any physical tension in your body. Starting with your toes, curl them tightly for a few seconds, and then release them completely. Feel the relaxation spreading to your feet, your ankles, your calves, your thighs. Then, clench your fists and hold them tight for a few seconds, and then release them. Feel the relaxation spreading to your arms, your shoulders, your neck. Finally, scrunch up your face and hold it for a few seconds, and then release it. Feel the relaxation spreading to your forehead, your temples, your cheeks, your jaw. You are now fully relaxed and ready to embark on our sleep story journey. Just continue to breathe deeply and calmly, and let the story transport you to a world of imagination and wonder. Remember that you are safe and secure, and that you can always return to this peaceful state of mind whenever you need it. Now, let's begin our sleep story. In the middle of the Sahara Desert, a pilot crash-landed his plane. As he struggled to fix his plane and survive the harsh conditions, he was surprised to encounter a little boy who appeared out of nowhere. The boy was dressed in a strange outfit and had golden hair, and he introduced himself as the Little Prince. The Little Prince explained that he had come from a small planet far away, where he took care of a special rose. He had traveled through space to explore the universe and meet new friends. The pilot was fascinated by the Little Prince's story, and they became fast friends as they spent time together in the desert. As they talked, the Little Prince shared his adventures and the people he had met on his journey. He had visited several planets, each one inhabited by a unique character. On one planet, he met a king who ruled over nothing, another was home to a vain man who admired his own reflection, and another was inhabited by a drunkard who drank to forget his shame. Despite encountering many strange and sometimes frustrating characters, the Little Prince always remained curious and open-hearted. He believed in the importance of friendship and connection, and never gave up on finding beauty and meaning in the world around him. As they sat together in the desert, the Little Prince shared his wisdom with the pilot. He talked about how the world is full of wonders, but that people often forget to appreciate them. He told the pilot about his beloved Rose and how much he missed her. He worried that she might not be getting the care and attention she needed, as he had left her behind on his own planet. The pilot reassured him that the Rose would always be there, waiting for him, and that he should not worry too much. He told the Little Prince that he had learned a lot from him, and that he would always be grateful for their time together. As days passed, the Little Prince began to grow homesick. He missed his planet, his Rose, and the familiar comforts of his home. He told the pilot that he needed to return to his planet, but promised that they would stay in touch. The night before he left, the Little Prince and the pilot sat beneath the stars and talked about the beauty and fragility of life. The little prince told the pilot that he would always be with him, even if he could not physically be there. He reminded the pilot to never forget the joy of seeing with one's heart, and to always cherish the connections we make with others. The next day, the little prince was gone. The pilot searched the desert, but he could not find him. He knew that the little prince had returned to his planet, but he missed him terribly. Years passed, and the pilot grew older. He often thought of the little prince and the lessons he had taught him about love, friendship, and the beauty of life. One day, he saw a group of children playing with a kite that reminded him of the little prince's airplane. He smiled, knowing that the little prince's spirit lived on in the hearts of those who remembered him. And so, the story of the little prince became a legend, a reminder of the importance of seeing the world with an open heart and cherishing the connections we make with others. The pilot shared the story with others, and it spread far and wide, inspiring people to look at the world through new eyes and to never forget the lessons of the little prince. Even though the pilot had not seen the little prince for many years, he felt a special bond with him that he could not explain. He often wondered what the little prince was doing on his planet, and whether he had found his way back to his beloved Rose. One day, while the pilot was flying his plane, he encountered a group of birds who had become trapped in a net. He quickly landed his plane and rushed to help the birds. Years later, the pilot passed away, but his story of the little prince lived on. It was told and retold by people all over the world, inspiring generations to come. The little prince's story reminded people of the beauty of the world and the importance of seeing it with an open heart. It taught them to never forget the wonder of childhood and to cherish the connections they make with others. And it encouraged them to look beyond the surface, to see the world not just with their eyes, but with their hearts. As the years went by, people continued to share the story of the little prince, passing it down from generation to generation. And with each retelling, the little prince's spirit lived on, inspiring new audiences and reminding them of the lessons that he had taught. In the end, the little prince's legacy was not just a story, but a way of life. It was a reminder to see the world through a child's eyes, to love unconditionally, and to never forget the beauty and wonder of the world around us. And so, the little prince's story continued to spread, touching the hearts of people all over the world. In some places, his story was even used to teach children important life lessons, such as the importance of empathy and the dangers of greed and selfishness. As for the pilot, his connection to the little prince remained strong even after his passing. His story had become a testament to the enduring power of love and connection, reminding people that even after we are gone, the memories and relationships we leave behind can continue to inspire and guide those who come after us. Years later, a group of travelers stumbled upon the little prince's planet and were amazed to discover that his rose had indeed survived. They marveled at the beauty of the rose and realized that the little prince's legacy was still alive and well, even after all these years. And so, the story of the little prince came full circle, from a lonely boy on a distant planet to a beloved legend that had touched the hearts of people all over the world. His story continued to inspire and guide people, reminding them of the beauty and wonder of the world, and the importance of seeing it with an open heart. As the travelers left the planet, they whispered a silent goodbye to the little prince, knowing that his spirit would live on through the countless lives he had touched. And they smiled, knowing that even though he was gone, the little prince would never be forgotten, and his legacy would continue to inspire for generations to come.